Hey everyone, Midits here. I decided since I just finished the Wimpy Kid retrospective series, I want to make this quick video ranking all the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. This will be done in a tier list format, so let's get into this. Alright, I'm going to go in order of release date here, so we're going to be first talking about the original Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, which 100% is going in S tier, and I'm going to be honest, the first 4 books also all belong in S tier, but first I'm going to actually put them in the order that I think they are from the least best to the best. In my opinion, the weakest one out of these 4 is the original. It's not that it's bad or anything, of course not, it's an S tier, but I just feel that the other 3 books are structured way better. Then I'd put The Last Straw in second to last, and I feel like Dog Days and Roderick Rules are in good places. So yeah, these 4 books 100% belong in S tier. And next up is book number 5, The Ugly Truth. This is going in A tier. It's not as good as the original 4, but it still is a really good book. And Cabin Fever, I put it in A tier also, but I put it over The Ugly Truth, because I honestly prefer the story in Cabin Fever a little bit more. Next up is The Third Wheel. It's probably the weakest of the first few books, but it's still going to be going in B tier because it is pretty solid still. Next up is Hard Luck. This is honestly one of my personal favorite books in the whole series, but I still feel like it belongs in B tier because it just isn't on the same level as the first 6 books, but I still really like it. Next up is The Long Haul. This is also going in B tier, but is it above The Third Wheel? I'm just going to say no, it isn't, because there are a few issues that you start to notice in the series that begin in this book. They aren't really bad here, but you start to notice them. Next up is Old School. I'm also going to be putting it in B tier, but it's going to be above The Long Haul. I feel like it gives a more compelling story now that the Heffleys aren't stuck on the road. Double Down. This is 100% going in F tier. It's easily one of the worst books in the series. It is so insanely directionless. There are multiple stories going on at the same time where none of them have to do with each other. For some reason, they have the Long Haul Movie Diary here before the original one. But I'm going to say this, it's going to belong in B tier because I'm going to be completely honest. If you read only the Long Haul Movie Diary, you would not know the Long Haul was a bad movie. So yeah, I keep it in there. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't need E tier. Let me just get rid of that. Next up is The Getaway. This belongs in D tier. It's a bit better than Double Down, but not really by a lot. The Meltdown also belongs in D tier, but I'd say it's slightly better than The Getaway, because one, it's not a vacation story, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm really not a huge fan of vacation stories of Wimpy Kid, and two, they bring back a lot of characters in this series, which is really nice. Next up, we have Diary of an Awesome Friendly Kid. This is going to be our first C tier. I don't like the anthology aspect of it, but I do feel like the previous books have started having issues with the characters where they don't really feel like themselves. In this book, everyone feels completely in character, so that's definitely a plus of this book. Wrecking Ball, man, it's actually kind of tough. Man, I don't know. You know, I'm gonna say it belongs in D tier. As much as I hate the ending of Wrecking Ball, I still feel like the book has some really good aspects to it, even if the ending does just completely ruin the book. Now, Riley Jefferson's Awesome Friendly Adventure, D. I don't really care about the story that they tell there. The Deep End is the worst book in the whole series, F tier. It's the same thing they've reused over and over again with a vacation storyline. The books have completely lost it when it comes to realism, and it's honestly the worst book in the series. There is no competition. Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories, that's going in F. It combines the worst aspects of the previous books. And then next up, I'm gonna have Big Shot in C tier. It is a pretty good return to form. Not as good as before, but we are getting a bit better. And now Diaper Overload, I'm gonna put it a little bit under Big Shot, but it still is pretty good compared to it. The Wimpy Kid Do-It-Yourself book, I'll put it in A tier. That's really fun to do. And then lastly, the Movie Diary, that belongs in, let's see here. I'll put it in A tier, just under the Do-It-Yourself book. And you know what? Might as well do it. I'm also going to rank the movies. Movies 1 and 3 belong in A tier. They're all great, but Roderick Rules belongs in S. Then The Long Haul. This is going to be kind of a hot take. It belongs in D. I don't think it's as bad as the rest of the stuff that's going to be in here in F tier. Speaking of which, the animated movies are both in F tier, but I will say Roderick Rules is very close into getting to D. So yeah, this is my tier list for the Diary of Wimpy Kid series, so let's head on to the rankings. I decided for the fun of it to include the movies also, so the rankings of all the Diary of Wimpy Kid books and movies go as this. Number 29, The Deep End. Number 28, Awesome Friendly Spooky Stories. Number 27, Diary of a Wimpy Kid 2021. Number 26, Double Down. Number 25, Roderick Rules 2022. Number 24, The Long Haul 2017. 23, Awesome Friendly Adventure. 22, Wrecking Ball. 21, The Getaway. 20. The Meltdown. 19. Awesome Friendly Kid. 18. Diaper Overload. 17. Big Shot. 16. Long Haul Movie Diary. 15. The Long Haul. 14. Old School. 13. The Third Wheel. 12. Hard Luck. 11. Movie Diary. 10. Do It Yourself Book. 9. The Ugly Truth. 8. Cabin Fever. 7. Wimpy Kid 2010. 6. Dog Days 2012. 5. Wimpy Kid. 4. The Last Straw. 3. Dog Days. 2. Roderick Rules. And number 1, Roderick Rules 2011. That's every Diary of a Wimpy Kid book and movie ranked. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. This was a fun little video to make. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.